Welcome, audio fans. It's time for another episode of the podcast, presented by J&J Production Studios, your home for entertainment with your favorite shows available every week. And now, it's time to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and a surprise welcome to you all. Happy Sunday, each and every one. Oops, I'm sorry. I knew I missed something there. I caught my timing off there. As this is a surprise episode for you guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. This is the What's Up Bro review show. This is the first official episode that we are doing for this newly rebranded podcast. We took the old D&D podcast that we had set up that we were planning to use that we didn't, and we made it into a review show. We did a little bit of this last night. If you caught the What's Up Bro podcast show, which you can listen to, it is available up and now. Check out J_J Production Studios. I'm sorry, linktree.com/J_J Production Studios for all of our accounts on social media, as well as the podcast streaming services where you can catch these episodes. I've got a special guest with me again tonight, Miss Eliza Jane. And let me get the mic on for you. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Glad to have you here. Are you excited to do this?
Are you excited to do this?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Or if not, just fake it either way. So we're doing this in sort of an experimental fashion as well because, as you guys know, we've announced this. I mentioned this on Friday and again last night. We're trying out some new equipment here at the studio to try to help enhance our experience, especially for those of us who are at a distance, like for Big Hoss and for Mr. Fire and others. So we're trying this as an experiment because we were still playing around with this, and we figured what better way to do it than have an official episode, which we have here tonight. And also on a Sunday, which is a bonus episode. It's Sunday, September 10th. And we wanted to do this for you guys. The numbers have been trending, so we figured getting another episode out will kind of give you guys the entertainment last-minute kick for your weekend before you go back to work on Monday. For those of you that are not sports fans watching football right now, you could be listening or listen to us while you watch football. Either way, we're going to try not to compete with that. But we want to talk about the movie that we saw recently the other night. If you missed that, we want to talk about Meg 2, The Trench. Right? I think that's right. It's just The Trench. Is that what it was?
It's Meg 2. I think it's Meg 2.
Yeah, The Trench.
But
I don't think there's either way. You get the picture. As titled in the episode, I'm going to mention here there are spoiler potentials ahead, so we're going to try very hard not to ruin it, but just to put that out there in preface, because trying to explain and give our feedback for that might prove we unearthed a few things that may ruin the surprise. So just to put that out there as a disclaimer, that you can't get mad at us. If you don't want to listen to it, then don't go any further. You don't want to spoil it for you guys. So let me ask you this first, because I know we started with the Meg. A lot of you guys may have seen it. If you didn't, we highly recommend you watch that first. Try to watch them in order, because actually there are some ties over from that first movie. What was your thoughts going into these movies? Tell everybody what your thoughts were in the beginning. I know we talked about doing this, what was your initial reaction?
To just the Meg series in general, or to the Meg 2?
Just in general, yeah.
So, okay, going into this, I will preface this. You and I have different movie tastes for the most part. We do have some that overlap.
Right.
You like more of the action and the horror, and I like more comedy and romance. So when you first suggested the Meg, initially I didn't even want to watch it because it didn't entice me at all. And I actually think how I started watching this is I fell asleep, and then you put this on. And when I woke back up, it was still playing, and it actually, like, I enjoyed watching it. I don't think I actually saw it from the beginning. The Meg, the first one.
I don't remember. You might not have.
I feel like that's honestly how I came into this series, because initially, if you think, oh, I'm not into genre, like it's not your typical movie genre. There is definitely more of a storyline to it.
Right.
Right.
And it pulled me in. So if it pulls me in, then I think that's a good thing.
Sure.
Sure.
So in general, the series was actually good. I do think that it was well done. It's not too gory, but it's just enough to kind of get the point across of like the natural, success in this type of an animal causing disaster. Like they didn't go like super deep with it, but they also so I think that was a good point to it. A storyline that I really enjoyed it. There's a little bit of a romance storyline. First one, I don't really think so much in the second one. You really just got drawn into the character, the type of adventures. I don't know if that's the right word, but when they went out for different expeditions to try
go
after the Meg, and first one, there are definitely points to it that you think like, okay, they got the Meg, but actually like then it turns and it wasn't the biggest one. That they caught.
Right.
So it definitely kept you on your toes. It was interesting and definitely one of those movies that you watch from start to finish without really losing a lot of interest. That was the first one.
Right.
The second one, I do not feel, now again, I can't fully do it because I did fall asleep during some of it. I felt like it was a little bit too more predictable. With the first one, there were definitely parts of it that I did not predict would happen. With this one, it was more predictable, which is it just makes for a little me because it's kind of, if you know that it's predictable, then you're not gonna want to, you're not gonna be on the edge of your seats kind of figuring out like, oh, you don't know what's going to come next, versus you kind of suspect, okay, well, when this happens, then okay, well, then that's going to happen next eventually. So I don't know, did I answer your question? It's just
it's a good story.
It's just a good storyline for both. It wasn't a bad storyline in the second one. It wasn't as interesting or enticing.
Yeah, no.
But
I was gonna say, because we are having, and you are doing fine.
You are doing fine. Again, it's gonna pick up well. It's just
again, you guys know
we're also experimenting. So we're having some trying to figure out how to communicate well.
Some blips in between.
I can hear for the most part.
So this is just kind of an experiment because again we are really trying to get the audio straight so that we can a lot clearer for you guys.
And so this is also one of those we are
kind of throwing ourselves into the fray and see what happens.
So we're going to listen to this later and see how it came out. But
that was a good point. It reminds me too of kind of like the Jaws series, which
watched a little bit of that. Haven't watched in a while.
But yes, obviously a much better take because obviously graphically with AI and everything and CGI today it makes things much more intense. As far as just as a general notion, what would you give the Meg 2 an overall rating? Out of a 5-star rating. I think we talked about this, but just for a refresher for those that didn't hear this episode last night.
For the Meg 2, I would give it a 3-star. For the actual original Meg, I would give it a 4-star, actually.
Okay. What was that one? Is it just because the
story? Is that better, like, audio-wise? Sorry, if I got closer to my phone.
I think it's also the Discord, but again, I can pick up from that. That's fine, as long as we're comfortable with your mic output, which should be fine because the software picks up very well. So that's also the internet.
It's also the internet connection.
So
sorry guys, we don't have really good internet at the house.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's also Discord. We've had this problem. We've shared this before. As much as we like Discord, don't get me wrong. We've had issues even with Hoss being on and stuff. So that's kind of why we're trying to play with the settings a bit. And I was hoping to do it with Discord entirely, at least for doing live shows. We still want to communicate. If you guys want to join our public Discord, you can. We can chat with you there. But the unfortunate turnabout is, and I said this to Miss Eliza because she came on to finish off the What's Up Bro show last night. It sounds really good. It was really good. New software works great. We got everything patched through the studio software, which makes it sound like we are all in the same room together, which is fantastic. The issue is on my end, and the only reason I could hear was because obviously she's in the same general area I am. But I couldn't have any audio coming through the not enough for me to hear her conversing with me. So like if I was talking to Hoss, I wouldn't be able to hear him talking back. He'll be talking through, and the system reading the audio tuning readings will show that there's volume coming through, so he's talking, but I can't hear anything. We are going to try another opportunity for this. I might play with this later on with the headset feature, but that also screws up the sound effects as well as the output when we play commercials too. So this is all sort of just kind of trial by fire. We also wanted to get this episode out because obviously we want to launch this podcast as well, other than just promo episodes. So, but no, that's fine. So we're going to work with that. So just bear with us. We'll do the best that we can. We're excited about this opportunity. It's just there's always technical glitches that we have to work out. But no, to your point though. I definitely do agree. I think the first one was better. I don't think it was terrible necessarily. As far as the story, storyline was kind of slower too. Obviously, the intensity of the scare factors, and we won't go into too many specifics of this actual death. Obviously, if you've seen the Meg, the first one, or you understand the synopsis of this movie, there's going to be death sequences here. We'll try not to spoil those. Although there was a good one that you did sleep through, which I think we'll probably play that one again. It was kind of anticlimactic in some regards. You kind of knew it was coming. It was over like within 10 seconds.
But that's the thing. Like with the Meg 2, it was very predictable. Like you kind of knew, okay,
that's
this is what's going to happen next.
Yeah. See, that's kind of where that's kind of what. Like now, the first one you really did. That was that's really. I guess the surprise element wasn't there anymore. Is that a better way to put it?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was because. Is it because it's a second movie, so you're already familiar with, the Meg and the storyline, so you are aware of like what you think is going to happen, versus when you watch the first one, you really don't know what it is when you're going into it, or is it the way that the movie producers put on the film?
And I mean, again, that's always one of those things where I think sequels are very hard to make. It's very not that they can't do it, but it's very rare occurrence when a sequel surpasses an original. And I really don't think in this case, not to spoil that for anybody. I don't think the Meg 2 did that. I think it complements it well, but I don't think it had the same general impact as the original, as kind of like what you're saying too. So there is that side of that coin. Now, whether or not, I don't know if there's no indication if a third film will come out maybe down the road. Because again, it's been 5 years since the first one. So maybe they will get better. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, to say the least, I mean, the opening sequence, we can spoil this because it's actually not really a spoiler. It was in the trailer. And you were awake for this part. The opening sequence with the Tyrannosaurus Rex being eaten by the Meg coming out of the water. That was probably my most favorite scene of the whole movie there. And mostly because it just goes to show
even that scene, you predicted what was going to happen. Like even when you saw,
that was a little obvious. It didn't really take away from the action part. I thought it was cool. I liked it from the standpoint of it shows that these are prehistoric creatures, because that's what the Meg was. The Meg is a prehistoric shark that lived during the dinosaur era. So it was kind of unique there, but I get where you're coming with that later on. You kind of could sort of get that vibe and feel that. So I think that's where I say you lose that element of surprise, really. But I think if I was going to grade it myself, I probably would say I'm kind of like for you too.
I'm kind of like that 3 out of 5. I just can't get over that hump as much as I want to do it. I just feel like.
And again, we
do recommend you guys watch it. It's definitely a must see. I would definitely wait.
We discussed this right after. It's probably worth the wait to rent it.
We actually purchased it just because it was a little bit cheaper than just renting it 48 hours.
Definitely not a one I would go to the theater for,
especially paying the theater prices you do for that. That's definitely. I don't know. Do you agree with that too?
So.
Would not see in theaters.
What?
You agree though?
Not seeing. I wouldn't say seeing in theaters is worth the price for that to go see it in theaters.
To see it in regular motion picture, no. Now, if you saw it in 3D or IMAX, that might have been a little bit different with the type of action scenes that were in the movie.
Right. Especially underwater.
For sure.
Yes. For sure. And we were going to try and do that. It just didn't pan out with our schedules to go to the IMAX or the 3D part.
Right, yeah. That's kind of that.
I mean, maybe...
And again, same thing.
I'm not big on. We will probably review this probably next month in October. We have the Nun 2 coming out. If you're a horror fan and also a fan of the Conjuring series, which I like the Conjuring series, it's all part of that sequence.
That's another thing
too. But
definitely a must see though
in some capacity. If you want to be patient, wait for it to come out. It is out streaming now. It's not out on hard copy yet, but you can purchase it through Amazon, digital download there. It's streaming wise.
It's definitely worth
a good watch.
As far as a replay watch value, I would say if you watch them like a double feature kind of night and watch both together,
it might give you some more better experience in that essence. We might try that sometime if we watch it again. But if I want to see if we can incorporate that.
But yeah, on the whole, I don't think. It could have been better, but I guess it could have been worse too. So it's really kind of we're kind of on the fence.
We're kind of, I guess, neutral is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
How you feel about it overall?
Yes.
That's kind of how I feel.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
Let's see, are we still have you? Are you still there?
You're still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, might have been a delay there too. Again, sometimes.
Okay, might have been a delay there too. Again, sometimes it has a delay. So yeah, that's why I was asking that question. Do you feel neutral? So it's fair to say neutral about it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, there's a slight delay there. We got you there.
Slight delay there. We got you there.
I can. No, it's a delay.
It's a delay. That's the problem. It's like a 3-second delay. That's why.
I'm only getting cues too because I can.
Hear you talking from down here. It's not loud enough to resonate on here, but that's why I know. So I try to segue that in there. So.
But yeah. So definitely a must check out. Definitely. I would say not for. What would be the lowest age gap you would say to go see it? If you had to pick.
I would probably say 13 and up.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably 13. I wouldn't
go any lower than that.
There can be some scary
sequences there for kids that might not be, especially if it's in a theater mode setting too. Could be a little bit more
of a scare
there as well. So
definitely a must see with the family. If you have kids that are old enough, definitely will enjoy it. A great movie night feature for sure. Definitely would recommend that as well. We're gonna take a short pause here. We're not having these
episodes are not super long.
We'll take a little commercial break. Play a couple of tunes for you guys just to kind of break up our night a little bit. When we come back to wrap up things here shortly, we're gonna just talk a little bit about some of the things that we want to review. We have one that we're actually gonna do tonight that we'll share when we come back. Give you guys a chance to
check
that and listen to that. Maybe you guys have seen this already. You want to review it with us, you can. By any means, anything that we review here, give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Send us an email, studio email, or hit us up on social media. Chat with us during these episodes here. Of course, we're always available to chat. Let us know your thoughts too. Let us know what you think about the Meg too. If you've seen it. What is your thought on that?
What is your thought on that? We love a difference of opinion. So
we will definitely
talk more about that
later on there.
And of course, some new things that we're going to do as well coming up.
Give you a little bit of a teaser trailer
insight as what we're going to be reviewing coming up there, latter part of this
episode. But we're so glad to be here with you guys. Bonus content here at the studio for your weekend to close things out right. And then we're going to get back to our regular schedules
for this coming week.
Of course, we have new episodes
of the What's Up Bro Show next weekend as well. We're trying to work out a schedule to get more content out later on a regular basis.
But thank you guys so much. A lot of great responses. Even from last
couple nights.
Huge jump in listeners the last several days. So thank you.
The last couple of weeks, actually, rather. Numbers have been spiking massively. So
thank you guys so much.
We appreciate that. We love you all for that.
Stick around. Plenty more to come here. At the review show, we'll give you some more tidbit and inside information. When we come back. Stick around for more. Do not go away. You don't want to miss it. Some exciting things. Still yet to come. We'll see you guys in just a few moments. Do not go away. We'll be right back.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
All right, welcome back, you guys. So glad you're hanging out with us. Sunday night, an extra special episode here from the What's Up Bro podcast show with our review show, which is a newer segment that we have. This is the first really official full episode, which hopefully gives you guys some insight and some good ideas as to entertainment to listen to. Let me get everything back on here. Okay, Miss Eliza can take off her microphone. She is joining us here tonight. We did discuss the Meg 2, The Trench. If you hadn't had a chance to check it out, please do so. Hopefully this gives you some good insight for it. And at the same time, hopefully we did not spoil too much. I don't think we did. Do you?
No, we did not give away many spoilers.
Not real. Yeah, no. There's a lot more. There's a lot more we could have done that, but we just wanted to preface that just in case. So yeah, we do want to also mention to kind of wrap things up for tonight. Some other things we were talking about. Miss Eliza's going to come on from time to time and help do some reviews because a lot of things that we watch together. Some things we don't. So those will probably ones I'll do some maybe solo, maybe Loss on or two. What are some of the things we were talking about? What did you want to review? We were talking a little bit during the break. What are some things that you were thinking of that we could help give some good reviews for you guys? Want to check something out? Is it good? Is it not? What are we going to talk? What are we going to review tonight? We're going to watch it tonight. We're going to watch it tonight. Where are we watching tonight? Start with that.
The new Walking Dead spin-off series with Daryl Dixon.
Yep. Hence known title as The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. So there you go. Yep, we're going to watch
there you go. I couldn't remember what the title was.
They didn't really have one, and they kind of just finally settled on it before this all came out. So yes, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. It's already been out. We haven't seen nothing on social media. We're going to be watching that. So we plan to do a review on that. We're huge into The Walking Dead. Probably just start going back and watching some more of the original series, which we haven't for a little bit. And we'll give you guys some reviews there. Other movies we talked about. What movie did you say you wanted to review? I know you mentioned this one.
I had just mentioned the Barbie movie.
Yes, the Barbie movie, which has been pretty popular. I've seen a lot of posts, a lot of memes for us, so we'll check that out. We want to do a review for that as well. We also have, I mentioned you guys, if you missed it too, just a reminder too, we are coming out in October, we're going to review the new Frasier reboot that's coming out. You've seen the original series, they're finally coming out with another chapter. Frasier is back. Just to give a highlight quick, if you didn't see that there. Same kind of, almost basic idea, new cast though, Frasier heads back to Boston, where he originally was debuted back in Cheers that came out in the 80s. We're really excited to see that. Not sure how this is going to end up. I have a theory. One of my favorite theories is because there are a couple of the cast members that are on the main show that's coming back just as a recurrence kind of a thing. I'm hoping it'll tie up a one love story that I'm sure if you guys are a lot of Frasier fans, you kind of know that we're hoping is going to happen. So I don't want to say too much. I don't want to spoil it or ruin it and hopefully get anybody's hopes up if it doesn't happen. But fingers crossed. I'm hoping it does. Put it that way. If you want to know more about that, you can go kind of get the gist if you look at the overview for the series. We're going to talk about that. Really anything else that you can think of that you want to review sometimes, you just think of something that you like that you want to do, we can make that happen. But that's what we're here all about. Movies, we're going to review the podcast. We listen to podcasts occasionally. We'll give you guys some ideas what the topics for listen to. There's some good ones out there we can share. Video game reviews, of course, any kind of books. Really just about anything that we can find that was interesting to us that we want to share. And hopefully help you guys to pick out your favorites and maybe save some time in doing so as well. So that's what we're here. That's what we're all about. And plenty more content for that to come, which we want to do. So hope you guys are just as excited as we are. We're going to make this regular as well. But thank you so much for all your support. It means the world to us. It's growing. Our community's growing. We're just so thankful for that. A lot of great things we hope to come towards the end of this year, starting next year, which only 3 months away. So time is ticking. But with that being said, I'm so glad you guys can tune in. If you listen to this later on, I'm sure you probably will because this was kind of a sort of an impromptu. We did this live, but we fully expect not everybody to have a chance to listen to it live. So this will be up and available. Check it out. It'll be on YouTube. Anywhere you get your favorite podcast. The episode is available as well. We'll share them on our social media accounts as well. All the links to them there too. But special thank you there to Eliza. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Glad you could do it. Did you have a good time?
Yes, it was fun.
Got a slight delay. Hang on. She's there. Hold on.
Did you hear me?
Say it one more time.
I said yes, it was fun.
Okay. No, it's just remember it's on delay for me.
It's on delay for me.
They might hear you, but I
don't. Yep.
Hopefully you'll have a chance to come back. I want to have you say goodnight to everybody first before I sign off here. So if you want to wish everybody a well wishes, good night, in any kind of unique way you want to say goodbye, go for it. Shoot.
A unique way. Okay, well, good night, everybody.
Very original. Very straight to the point. That's good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys absolutely next weekend, Friday and Saturday nights live. We are here at the What's Up Bro podcast show, our main show. We'll be back with you guys. More fun hijinks. We never know what's going to happen. We are working on some special guests. We're trying to get some old friends back too to talk. All that and more coming up, as well as the other podcasts that we have available too. So keep your eyes and ears open. You never know when new content is available. So, especially if you listen on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click the notifications bell. You'll be reminded anytime a new episode comes up and is ready to be listened to. You'll be remember. You won't have to think about it or actively search. It'll just tell you right there. So make it easy for yourself if you want to. That's great. But of course, as always, we will have stuff posted around so you can find it very easily. Have a great Sunday evening to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Best of luck and well wishes to everybody going back to work starting tomorrow. Unless you're coming off from work, crazy work schedules, maybe your weekend is just starting. Either way, we'll be here for you guys. We love and appreciate you all so very much. Goodbye and good night for now. And of course, as always, forevermore going further. Until next time, we see you all at the show. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. We will see you very soon. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Be sure to check J&J Production Studios on Linktree for all the streaming services and social media accounts where our shows are featured. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, until next time, we'll see you at the show.